Kortrijk is a Belgian city and municipality located in the Flemish province West Flanders. It is the capital and largest city of the arrondissement of Kortrijk, which is both a judicial and an administrative arrondissement. The wider municipality comprises the city of Kortrijk proper and the villages of Ulbeke, Belgium, Bissegem, Huel, Kuegem, Marker, and Rollegem. Kortrijk is part of the cross-border Eurometropolis Lille-Kortrijk-Tournai, which had 2,155,161 residents in 2008. The city is situated on the Lys, 42 km southwest of Ghent and 25 km northeast of Lille in France. Both Kortrijk and Lille are part of the same transnational Eurodistrict urban agglomeration with around 1,900,000 inhabitants. As the biggest city of southern West Flanders, Kortrijk has many schools, hospitals and shopping streets. Kortrijk originated from a Gallo-Roman town, called Courtoriacum at a crossroads near the Lys River and two Roman roads. During the Middle Ages, Kortrijk grew significantly thanks to the flax and wool industry with France and England and became one of the biggest and richest cities in Flanders. The city is often referred to as City of Groningen or City of the Golden Spurs, referring to the Battle of Courtrai or the Battle of the Golden Spurs, which took place on the 11th of July 1302 on the fields of Groningen in Kortrijk. In 1820, the Treaty of Kortrijk was signed, which laid out the current borders between France and Belgium. Throughout the 19th and 20th century, Kortrijk became a center of the flax industry and remains an important region within the Belgian textile industry today. Today, Kortrijk is the largest city in southern West Flanders with several hospitals, colleges and a university. Kortrijk was the first city in Belgium with a pedestrian shopping street, called the Kortsteenstraat. Nowadays, a big part of the historical city centre is a complete pedestrian area with lots of shops and a covered shopping mall called K, as well as many restaurants and bars. Another shopping mall is located near the northern edge of the city. Ring Shopping Kortrijk Noord. History. Origins to the 13th century. Cortoriacum was a typical Gallo-Roman vicus at an important crossroads near the Lys River. It was situated on the crossroads of the Roman roads linking Tongeren Castle and Tournai and Oudenburg. In the 9th century, Baldwin II, Count of Flanders, established fortifications against the Vikings. The town gained its city charter in 1190 from Philip, Count of Flanders. The population growth required new defensive walls, part of which can still be seen today. In the 13th century, the battles between Fernando of Portugal, Count of Flanders, and his first cousin, King Louis VIII of France, led to the destruction of the city. The Counts of Flanders had it rebuilt soon after. To promote industry and weaving in the town, Joan, Countess of Flanders, exempted settlers in Kortrijk from property tax. From that time, Kortrijk gained great importance as a center of linen production. Battle of the Golden Spurs in 1302, the population of Bruges started a successful uprising against the French, who had annexed Flanders a couple of years earlier. On May 18, the French population in that city was massacred, an event that could not go unpunished. The famous ensuing Battle of Courtrai, or the Battle of the Golden Spurs, between the Flemish people, mostly commoners and farmers, and Philip the Fair's knights took place near Kortrijk on July 11, resulting in a victory for Flanders. This date is now remembered as a national holiday by the whole Flemish community. Following a new uprising by the Flemish in 1323, but this time against their own Count Louis I, the French invaded again. These Flemish acquisitions were consolidated by the French at the Battle of Cassel. Louis I's son, Louis II, then Philip van Artevelde, briefly regained the city in 1381 but lost it again the following year at the Battle of Ruusselbeek, resulting in a new wave of plundering and destruction. 15th century to modern times. Most of the 15th century was prosperous under the Dukes of Burgundy, until the death of the Burgundian heiress. Mary of Burgundy, in 1482, which ushered in renewed fighting with France. The 16th century was marked by the confrontations engendered by the Reformation and the uprising of the Netherlands against Spain. Louis XIV's reign saw Kortrijk occupied by the French 5 times in 60 years and its former fortifications razed. The Treaty of Utrecht finally assigned the whole area to Austria. After the French Revolution and the Napoleonic era, the textile industry, based on flax, and the general economy of the city could finally prosper again. Kortrijk was heavily bombed in the summer of 1917, but even more damaged by the Allied bombing in 1944. The city was an important railway hub for the German army, and for this reason was the target of several Allied airstrikes. On July 21, 1944, around 300 Avro Lancasters dropped over 5,000 bombs on the city centre. Many historical buildings on the central square, as well as the old railway station, were destroyed. Geography. Municipality. After the 1977 fusion, the city is made up of I Kortrijk, 2 Huel, 3 Bissegem, I Veemarke, Veelbeeket, Virologum, 7 Belgium, 8 Courtrai. Neighboring municipalities. The metropolitan area, including the outer commuter zone, also consists of Kuʁtʁɛ, Wevelgem, Zwijndam and Heelbeeket. Although these municipalities have strong morphologic ties with Kortrijk, they aren't officially part of the city. Main sites. Architecture. Much of the city's medieval architecture remains intact and is remarkably well preserved and restored. The city centre is one of the largest car-free areas in Belgium. The Beguinage, as well as the Belfry, were recognized by UNESCO as World Heritage Sites in 1998 and 1999. Interesting highlights are: Civil Medieval City Hall. The facade of the late Gothic, early Renaissance City Hall is adorned with the statues of the Counts of Flanders. The belfry is surmounted by a statue of Mercury, god of the merchants. The belfry is classified by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. Near identical medieval Brol towers with the bridge in between that spans the River Lys. Artillery Tower. Mont de Pied Acute. Wayhouse on the St. Michael Square. Our Lady Hospital, founded in 1200 to 1204. Baggetshof, often called Kortrijk's second beguinage, contains a botanical garden. Religious. The St. Martin Church dates from the 13th century, but was mostly rebuilt after a fire in the 15th century. It now houses a 48-bell carillon. Its 83-meter tower remains the highest building in the city. The beguinage is one of the quaintest sights in the city. It, too, was listed by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. The Church of Our Lady was where the golden spurs taken from the battlefield in 1302 were hung. It houses a famous Van Dyck painting. The Count's Chapel, built after the example of La Sainte-Chapelle in Paris as shrine for Louis II of Flanders. St. Michael's Church, a church of the Society of Jesus. St. John Church in the St. John's Quarter, a neo-Gothic basilica. Groninger Abbey. St. Eligius Church. St. Pius X Church. St. Roch Church. St. Elizabeth Church. St. Anthony Church or Toonjes Kirk with the pilgrimage of Isidore of St. Joseph. St. Anna Church. St. Teresia Church. Father Damien Church. Museums in Courtrai include Kortrijk 1302, 7 centuries in one day, a historic museum about the famous Battle of the Golden Spurs, which gave Flanders its official holiday. Bruel Museum, with paintings by Roland Savary and international ceramic. National Flax Museum in honor of the plant that once was the main driver of Kortrijk's economy. This museum will be relocated. Groninger Abbey with the Groninger Museum. This museum gives you an overview of Kortrijk's history. Beguinage Museum located in the Old Town, in the Beguinage. Flemish Film Museum and Archive, Bakery and Mill Museum, located in an old windmill, Museum of Agriculture, International Rose Gardens, located in the park of the Castle T. Hooge, in the Kortrijk quarter just in front of Kortrijk XPO, Begijnhof Museum. Transport. Road. Kortrijk lies at the intersection of three highways. The E17 connects Kortrijk with Ghent, Sint-Niklaas and Antwerp to the northeast, and with Lille and Paris to the southwest. The E403 connects Kortrijk with Bruges and Ostend to the north, and with Tournai, Mons and Charleroi to the southeast. The Belgian highway A19 connects Kortrijk with Ypres and the Belgian coast. In addition, Kortrijk also has two ringways. The R8 connects the outskirts of Kortrijk with each other and the surrounding villages, and also leads to the A19, E403 and E17 roads. The R36 connects the different downtown quarters with each other, and provides access to the main avenues. Railway to municipality of Kortrijk comprises two train stations. Kortrijk Main Railway Station, an international railway station with direct connections to Bruges Central, Brussels Oud, Antwerp, Ghent, Ypres, Oud and Arda, other Belgian towns and Lille in France. The station also offers a direct connection to Brussels Airport. Bissegem Station, a regional train station in the village of Bissegem with connections to Ypres. Public city transport. Kortrijk has an extensive web of public transport lines, operated by de Lijn, providing access to the city centre and the suburbs and to many towns and villages in the region around the city. City buses. Line 1. Station, Kortrijk XPO, Knepelis, Lidl. Line 2. Station, Longementy. Line 4. Station, Bissegem Station, Huel Kransvigever. Line 50. Station, Kuurne-Zwijndijk. Line 51. Station, Kuurne-Sint-Pieter. Line 6. Station, Shopping Centre, Huel Markt. Line 9. Station, Siedelaar. Line 12. Station, Knepelis, Belgium, Rollegem. Line 13. Station, Hoek Kortrijk. Line 80/81. Station, Marker. Line 91, 92, 93rd. Station, Zwijndijk. Regional buses. At Kortrijk Main Railway Station, there is a bus station where regional buses stop as well. Airport. The city has an airport known as Kortrijk-Wevelgem International Airport, which is mainly used for business travel and medical flights. Kortrijk Airport is located northwest of the city centre, next to the R8 ring road. The National Brussels Airport, 1 hour away by train or car, offers the best international connectivity. The Lille-Lescun International Airport is located 35 kilometers from Kortrijk. Waterways. The river Lye is an important way of transporting goods through inland navigation. The Bosuut-Kortrijk Canal enables in the city centre a direct connection with the river Scheldt. From the 1970s on, the planning and later the execution of the so-called Leierwerken started. These construction works comprise the deepening and widening of the river. This should enable ships with 4,400 tons to navigate from France to the Scheldt. At the same time, this project includes a thorough urban renewal of the riversides in the city. 7 new bridges have to give a new architectural impulse to the river quarters as well as the construction of several new parks along the river. 4 bridges already opened. The Noordbrug was scheduled to open in 2010. The Boedebrug and Rietbrug are planned after the opening of the Noordbrug. The construction works started in 1997 and should be ready in 2012. Cycling and pedestrian areas. Cars are required to yield to pedestrians and cyclists. In general, cars are led to large underground parkings in the historic centre of Kortrijk or park and ride parkings at outside the city centre. Large parts of the historic centre are car-free. Economy. The city is historically connected with the flax and the textile industry, and still today the textile industry remains important in the region. Major companies headquartered in Kortrijk include Cisco, Barco and Beckart. Education. Kortrijk serves as an educational center in southwest Flanders, attracting students from the entire region. There are 55 schools in Kortrijk, on 72 different locations throughout the city, with an estimated 21,000 students. The city also provides higher education. The Kortrijk University, the KULAK, a campus of the Catholic University of Leuven, is located on the south edge of the city, in the Kortrijk quarter. Other institutes of higher education include the Katholieke Hogeschool Zuid-West Vlaanderen and Hogeschool West Vlaanderen University Colleges. There is also a campus of Ghent University. European cooperation. Even though Kortrijk is a Dutch-speaking town, it borders with Wallonia, and is only 9 kilometers away from the French border. This has created an urban area that extends across linguistic and national borders. The mayors of Lille, Kortrijk and Tournai met in Kortrijk on January 28, 2008 to sign a document, creating the first European grouping of territorial cooperation within the EU. The purpose of this new organization is to facilitate the movement of people within this area of nearly 2 million people. Kortrijk is a member city of Eurotowns network. Culture. Theatres and concert venues. Kortrijk has several cultural centres, each comprising different locations. Cultural Centre Kortrijk City Theatre, a neo-Renaissance architecture theatre known for its glass ceiling, an artwork of the French-Algerian artist Alba Alla Arena Theatre Antigone Theatre Buda Kunstcentrum Centrum, comprising the Cinema Budascope, the artist's residence TAC Tower and the artist's creation space Buda Factory, the concert studio music centre Track * concert venue De Croin, Cinemas Cinepolis, a modern cinema multiplex with 10 screens. Budascope, a 5-screen cinema, specialized in European movies. Festivals and events. The city is host to some sizable cultural events such as Day of the Flemish Community, Golden River City Jazz Festival, Humorology, Cabaret Festival, Next, Arts Festival in the Eurodistrict Kortrijk Lille Tournai, Happy New Year's, Festival of Experimental Modern Music, Budafest, Theatre Festival, the International Festival van Vlaanderen, several concerts of classical and modern music, Nova Rock, Rock Festival in Kortrijk XPO, Easter Carnival, during the weeks after Easter, Singsen Festival, one of the most vivid festivals downtown with street artists, concerts and flea markets all over town, Courtrai Conge, Summer Carnival, Student Welcome Concert, Rock Festival to celebrate the start of the new academic year at the Kortrijk University and the Courtrai colleges. Also, trade shows and events such as the International Design Fair Interyear, Busworld and the Eurodog Show take place in the Kortrijk XPO Event Center. These fairs attract numerous visitors to the city. In July and August there are various boat tours on the River Lei. Food. Local specialities include Kalettart, pepperbollen, biscuits, and chocolate little beguines. The town of Huel is home to the small brewery Pico Brouwerij Alvina, while Belgium is the hometown of brewery Bokke. Leisure. Shopping. Kortrijk was the very first city in Belgium who created a fully pedestrian shopping street. Later on, a lot of neighboring streets were also transformed into pedestrian streets. As a result, Kortrijk has nowadays one of the biggest car-free areas in Belgium. Shopping centers. Kortrijk has several indoor shopping centers such as the Ring Shopping Kortrijk Noord, Bucentrum Pottelberg and the new shopping center K in Kortrijk. The latter is a downtown shopping center, which links the main shopping street Longesteenstraat with the Veemarkt Square and includes as many as 90 shops as electronics store Saturn, H&M, Zara and many other clothes, food and houseware stores. Parks. Beginage Park, Graining Park. On the historical site of the Graining Encounter where the Battle of Courtrai or the Battle of the Golden Spurs took place. Here one can find the Graining Gate and the Graininger Monument. King Albert Park with the Lee Monument. Gebroeders van Reyemdonk Park. Queen Astrid Park in the Overley Quarter. Teeplein, a 19th-century park, laid out on a former military zone. Parc de Blauwe Poort. Magdalena Park. International Rose Garden. Stadsgroen Messina. Castile Park Blomgem. Castile Park T. Hugo. Knot Park. Stadsgroen Benning with a butterfly garden. Sports. Football. In the Belgian First Football Division, Kortrijk is represented by KV Kortrijk. However, Kortrijk has 3 official football clubs. The most famous of them is KV Kortrijk, which plays in the Belgian First Division after having won the championship in the Belgian Second Division during the 2007-2008 season. The second club, SV Kortrijk, plays in the 4th Provincial Division. The third club, Wikings Kortrijk, only has youth teams. Basketball Kortrijk Sports CB Basketball Team Kortrijk. Cycling. As anywhere in Flanders, professional cycling is very popular. Many cycling races start, finish or pass through the Kortrijk region. Amongst them are the Drie Dags van West Vlaanderen, Kuern Brussels Kuern, Gent-Wevelgem, the Tour of Flanders and DWA's door Vlaanderen. Kortrijk also hosts an after-tour criterium at the start of August called Kortrijk Curse. Many of the riders who participated in the Tour de France usually appear at the start. Rugby RC Courtryk. Tennis Club de Regalantier. Swimming KZK Kortrijk's Zwemkring. KZK Kortrijk is arguably the best water polo team in Belgium, having won the Belgian Championship 9 times. In the 2007-2008 season they won both the championship and the Belgian Cup.